Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Tuesday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go up to our friends up in Queensland. Of course, we're heading to Brisbane in particular and speak with the RAPS diving club. And of course, we got 6 very special guests joining us right now to tell us a bit about how their diving year has been so far in 2021. Thanks all you for joining us.
Thank you for having
us.
Well, I'll get each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us, how did you go this year in 2021 in diving?
My name is Austin, and I just recently at Nationals got a silver medal on 3 meter. Unfortunately, came fourth on 1 meter. And in states, came first on 3 meter and second in 1 meter.
My name's Addison. This year I came third on 1 meter at Nationals, and I trained at Kawana, and I came first at states.
Hi, I'm Tisha, and I came first on 1 meter at states and third on 3 meter at states. And I came first in 1 meter at Nationals, and I came 6th in 3 meter at Nationals, and 9th in synchro with Beck at Nationals.
My name is Eleanor, and the diving year has gone really well because the coaches have trained me well. It's really fun because they make every lesson enjoyable and they really help you improve. And you always feel like you're welcome in diving there because no one ever leaves you out.
Hi, I'm Beck, and I came third on 3 meter at Nationals, and I'm currently third in Australia for my age group.
Hi, I'm Ash. I am a Brisbane coach and a diver as well. I competed at Nationals, but take more joy in coaching now than diving, which is good.
Oh, Eleanor, I believe that you competed in a event that you pretty much won everything on offer, pretty much gold, but obviously you won silver and bronze considering there was no one else competed in that event. Tell us, number one, how strange was it to be up there? And I guess my next question I was going to ask was it worth it?
It was worth it because you got to join in. I got to do my favorite sport, diving, and it was really fun. Even though you would think, oh, I'm gonna come first anyway. What's the point of putting any effort into it? You should put effort into it because I love diving. It makes me happy. It's what I do on Mondays and Thursdays and Saturdays, and I love it. So there's no point of just letting it flow free. You want to really put an effort into it. So all the training's worth something.
How good was it to get a gold medal at an event that you won pretty much all by yourself?
Yeah, you could always be like, oh yeah, I got a gold medal. Well, I was versing no one else, so it doesn't really mean anything. But it means that you've put an effort in and you've done something that you like and you enjoy doing. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've accomplished something and achieved something, which you have. And even though you're versing against yourself, you still feel like this is coming from my opinion. I usually still feel like I'm versing the other people that were diving at the same time as me. But it's, because you feel like because you're in the general vicinity of other people competing against each other. So you kind of feel like you're brought in with them.
Now, for everyone else, including yourself, Eleanor, as well, tell us how special was it to compete at state and nationals, and what did that mean to all of you?
I think it was a pretty cool experience, especially since state is it's an event that most people do, and you get to know all the people that you're gonna see for the rest of the year at qualifying comps and stuff. But when you go to nationals, it's completely different because you have 20 other people from your age group that you don't know, but you obviously get to make friends with and compete against. And I think it's like a completely different atmosphere, and it's like a really great experience.
This was my first nationals this year, and there was a lot more people than I expected, but everyone was so encouraging and so nice, even if they were from like a whole different place. They were all so nice. And states, like Tisha said, there was a lot less people, but you still get to make friends there as well.
And what Tisha said is kind of right. Like states, you know all the people. And then at nationals, there's so many more people which you can just become friends with. And it's just a lot of fun making friends and having fun. And it's just me and Addison. Both of us had we had our first nationals, and we both got medals. So that's really cool.
But I think it was kind of really cool that this year we got to compete in like our home pool, because it's like somewhere we train every day. So that's pretty cool. But like, you know, Addison trains in Koana, so it's obviously like a completely different condition. But I think, you know, I think she enjoyed it as well. So, and I think we all did. But
I agree with the others. Like, there was a lot more people at nationals and states, and with other people from different states coming to our pool, not knowing what our pool's like, it feels better at our pool. But like getting to know everyone else from other states, getting other friends and like making new friends from like other states is really nice. And actually getting to like know what they do and like how good they are, and even their coaches can be really nice too. And just like making new friends just are really good from different states.
I've never been to nationals, but like when I get the chance to, I think I'll enjoy it, because what I've heard is it's a really fun experience and you enjoy everything you do there, and you get to meet new friends, and you get to dive, which is what I'm very passionate about. It's my favorite sport, and so it sounds like a really fun experience.
Yeah, like just like what Eleanor said, it is a great experience. It's like diving is such a different sport. It's like everyone gets along like so well. Like if you go to another sport national, it's just like team versus team competition and all that, where we just like encourage everyone and just all get along so well. And even, yeah, like the coaches on the side, like we have a chat if our divers aren't going, because there are a lot of divers, and like your diver will go like every 5 minutes. So then you just have a little chat and talk about each other's clubs and everything. And it's it's an amazing experience.
Listen, you train in a completely different location to everyone else, because up there on the beautiful Sunshine Coast, there at Koana. I guess, how special is it to train in that pool? And do you get a chance to maybe train with the others down in Brizzy?
So most of the time I go to Koana, but some like Saturdays or Brisbane holds a lot of diving clinics, so I go to them. But we only have 2 boards at Koana, a 1 meter and a 3 meter, where Brisbane all the way goes up to 10 meter. So, and it has dry land, which is so much better. But it's still good to train at Koana, and it's good to have local boards at least. So.
And Addison, have you tried to convince some of your squad mates there at RAPS to maybe train with you at Koana?
To be honest, we only have like one other person that kind of trains like the level that other divers do at Brisbane. She comes down a lot actually to the diving clinics with me as well. Her name's Hannah. And yeah, she sometimes comes on Saturdays, but she does a lot of the clinics.
Is there any competitions coming up between now and the end of the year that all you are working towards?
There's one in August. So it's a qualifying comp for nationals next year, but it's also just a one for fun as well.
I never know when the competitions are. My mum just tells me and says, "Hey Eleanor, do you want to do this competition?" I say, I always say yes unless we're busy. And so I just train for them regularly because I never know when I'm gonna expect them.
My mum normally tells me about them before too, but it's at the beginning of the month when it's normally at the end of the month. And the DQ comps are normally every month or so. Just getting it done the first comp that you can is really good, because then when you're doing other comps, you can focus on having fun and not having the stress of not being able to qualify, and you just have all that stress off your back.
Yeah, unfortunately, our school nationals did get cancelled. So we would be training for that and trying to qualify for that. But yeah, there is a qualifying comp for nationals next year every month that you can only compete 2 boards. So most people have 3. So then you've got to attend most of them, and they're amazing practice as well for nationals. So yeah, our next major event is next year nationals.
Now, tell us a bit about your coaches there at RAPS.
I think our coaches are really supportive, and they're definitely our backbone, because if we didn't have them, then we probably wouldn't be diving or doing well in the sport or getting as far as that we are at this point. So I think it's really important to have them around, and I think it's a major help because they're really good supporting you mentally, and they always know what's best for you. So
I agree with Tisha because without them I would keep just belly flopping onto the water, which would hurt a lot. But it's not just that, they're always encouraging and they never let you give up. Even if you want to, they just keep they push you to the limit, which I love about them. And they help you, and they don't go to college diving for nothing. They go there to help us learn, and we have come a long way to their help. And I really think without them we'd be nowhere, and so I really think we're really lucky to have them.
That lucky to have that great of coaches, just like Ash and Jesse and Karina and everyone else that we've ever had. That we're so lucky to have them. If we didn't have them, like Eleanor said, would flop nearly every single time.
How did all you get involved in diving, and why did you choose it?
My mum originally, she said, "Hey Nelly, I found this I saw this," so I think she saw it somewhere and said, "Hey Nelly, I think you'd really like this." And so I was interested, and one of my friends, Will, he was interested in doing diving too. So we went together to some of the clinics, and then I went to the holidays clinics in the next holidays, and then I asked my mum, "Mum, can I do these on the weekdays?" because I love them so much. And so I started training more and more, and it's gotten better ever since I started.
I think I got into diving through swimming, because I used to be a competitive swimmer, and I was at a swimming meet with my mom, and I saw people diving, and I thought it looked really cool, so I asked her if I could try it, and then I tried it, and I thought it was really fun and was interesting, but it wasn't a serious part of my life until maybe a year later, and then kind of just went on with that.
Kind of the same as Eleanor's and Tisha's. I was a competitive gymnast, and gymnastics and diving are kind of the same, but they're also very different. But I also did a holiday clinic, and I did it once, and I stopped for about 6 months, and then I came back, and I told Mum I forgot how much like it was like fun, and I saw some people that I saw at the last clinic, and I just made lots of friends from the first one. So
I gone diving in grade 3 from one of my best friends. She used to do diving and she introduced me to diving. I started to like get more into it, and after a few years I started like actually enjoying it, then started to do competitive diving, and I really liking it. So I became also like started diving a full time, and then yeah, it's just really fun now.
The way I actually got into diving was through my brother Tyler. I'd gone to one of his training sessions, and it looked really fun with all the flips he was doing, and it just got me interested. And the one thing that was a problem was that I was too young and I couldn't swim very well. So I waited a little while.
Yeah, so I saw a flyer at school, and that's how I became a diver, and then just continued to that. And then as soon as I became 16 is when you could go for the coaching course. So did that as soon as I can, because diving's such a passion of mine, and it's great to put my knowledge that I've gained from past coaches and then teach everyone else.
Now, the most important question I'm going to ask specifically for the kids in this call, which is, how important has your parents been to your diving journey?
Really important. I don't have money, which means I don't get to do diving without my mom and dad, which has money.
If I didn't have my parents, I don't think I'd be anywhere. But my mom pushes me a lot, and she's a really big help through like my diving journey. So I think she's really important. And my dad's been such a big support as well. So I think if I didn't have their support, then I'd be, I don't know where. So I'm pretty grateful for that.
My parents, so I wouldn't have started diving if my mom hadn't told me about it. So that's a big thing. And then also they've been supportive, and like Austin Tisha said, like you kind of need them to do diving to pay for it, and they give you courage and support. And I know I once in my first competition, I was so nervous, and the last time I practiced for the dive, so the training session before that, I belly flopped on my fall in, and so I thought I can't do it. I'm gonna fail, and my mum and dad, they just said, "You're not. You're gonna do great," and they encourage you. They put courage in you, and they encourage you, and they make you feel like you're gonna do well, and you are.
yeah, probably kind of what Austin said, but I don't think I would be doing diving if I didn't get drove around and they would pay for my lessons or anything. But they're also such huge like supporters. They always like help. They're always in the stands cheering you on and clapping, and also when you do something wrong, they will tell you. So don't do something wrong.
Yeah, I agree with all the others. The parents are really big support in our diving, and we can't get anywhere. We can't be driven, our lessons can't be paid. And without them, probably our diving career probably boring without the support. And with their support, it really makes us really want to do more diving. And at competitions, when you're really afraid and all that, they give you so much courage and support that you feel like you're not going to fail, you're going to do really well.
Now, Ash, I need to ask you this question. I know that you're a diver and a coach. Which one is better? I think that's almost the silliest question I just asked. But the second part of that question is, what have you learned from coaching that you are taking into your diving?
Yeah, so I am both. I did like retire and then just come back because I am a master's diver now for nationals. But yeah, coaching is definitely better, I think. Less intense on your body. But yeah, it's like every time that I dive now, it's just as soon as I come up from that water, I just know what I've done wrong. So it's just like, yeah, I did this to whoever's coaching me at that time. And it's just like I think most people have a little coach in them, like, because you can feel what you do, especially because if you splat, unfortunately, it does hurts a little bit, or just but yeah, just the knowledge is great in diving as well.
What does the sport of diving mean to all of you, and especially being there at the RAPS Diving Club?
I think it's a real like opportunity because my mum says she loves like little like small clubs because if you think like our minds and what put like our attitude and what puts us to do it, we have as much as like we need, and we have, and like as a saying, less is more. I really think that applies to rap, so that's why I love it. And yeah, I wouldn't rather be in any other diving club.
Just like Eleanor said, there's not as many people, so you can train better with, because you can get more dives in and you get more time to train. And
I think some of the things like Eleanor and Austin have said, I think the good thing about RAPS and like it being a bit small is like it's because we all are so close, and I think that's what makes it really special because we don't have people coming in and out that we don't know. It's always like we're always really welcome and we always treat them like family, which I think is really special, and I really enjoy that.
Taking off what Eleanor, Tisha, and Austin said, RAPS is like probably a family to all of us, and like we always feel welcomed, and like when you're there, you're always happy. You're never like sad. You never have like a bad attitude when you're there because you've got everyone around you supporting you.
1000%.
Yeah, I agree with everyone else. It's like a little family. If anyone new comes in, we like welcome them, make them feel comfortable. And then, yeah, because there's not many people in our club, we can do a lot more dives. When there's not many people, you can do like as many dives in your like 2 hours. And then like in that 2 hour mark, you get like about 50 dives in. You can even learn new dives. It's like really enjoyable. I like it a lot.
Yeah, RAPS is a great, we are a very tight, and we all like get along so well. The Learn to Dive and squad train together at the start, so we all warm up together and all that. But I think the question was, what does diving mean to you? Was that everyone went on a little tangent about RAPS, but yeah, I think diving, I think for all of us means a lot to us. We are very passionate about the sport, and I mean we put in so much to it, and it's a really good sport and very different as well.
Now, I know the Tokyo Games is coming up very soon in a couple of weeks. Do you have a favourite diver that you're hoping to watch on TV?
Yes, probably Cassiel, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, probably same as Beck and Austin, or like Sam Fricker, or like Melissa Wu, or anyone like that. Any Australian divers.
I'm personally, from the diving Olympics I've watched on like rainy days before, I really hope Melissa Wu does really well. I know all the other divers will, and she will. But yeah, I'm hoping she just pushes herself to the limit just a bit further than the others do.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing all of them compete, but I think I'm most excited to see Melissa or like Sam Fricker or someone, because they all have amazing dives and they've got so much potential, and I'm pretty sure like they'll all do great. So
I was going to get back to the splats. Now, obviously, I'm assuming all you've had been involved in those splats at least once, or maybe more than once. When does it get to, you know, the point that you know you're going to splat? And secondly, have you tried to get your coaches wet when you know you're about to splat?
This is coming from me. Like once I started diving and getting to know the coaches, like I would never do that from the start. At the beginning, probably more so than I would any other time, just because when I'm new to somewhere and I don't really feel settled yet, I kind of feel like on edge and I don't really know what's going on. So sometimes I just feel like, okay, if you're not going to do what I say, I'm going to play dirty. And so, yeah, with the flops, it may hurt, but you always need to get up and try again, because that's how you become a good diver. And yeah, I would never splash the coaches on purpose.
I think sometimes at Kiwana, I'm very good at splats. They're my specialty. But same as Eleanor said, I wouldn't want to get them wet, but like if you don't want to do the dive, I would like make sure to get them wet after, be like, because it's kind of, anyway. But if I'm like somewhere where everyone can see me, I normally just like sit at the bottom of the pool to make sure when I come up there's no one there.
I think we always find a way to splash our coach anyway. So I mean,
Yes.
That's kind of fun. Even if we splat or we don't splat, we could do a good dive, but it could be splashy and we could still splash our coach. So it's kind of like amusing for us, I guess. Not for the coaches, but for us, definitely.
Yep, it is. Many times I've considered trying to wet the coaches, but I never have.
I mean, I have wet the coaches before, but like that was kind of on accident. But when you know you want to splat, you kind of want to make it a good looking splat. So then you kind of make it impressive so people know like it's a good splat. And then if you wet the coaches, that's like another bonus point. Like a good
In Brisbane, in RAPS, the queen of splats must be Beck, because Beck. Oh yeah, legendary.
Yeah, for the last few weeks I've been splatting quite a lot, and they've been pretty good splat.
Yeah, Beck's got some solid splats, and oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like if you splat, you got to make the sound also sound good too.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
If it doesn't sound good, it won't look good, and it won't be good. If it sounds good, it'll hurt. It'll be good. It'll be legendary.
Love it. So Ash, have you been wet from any of these splats as a coach?
Yeah, I think at least everyone has, unfortunately.
Yep.
I think every time I coach, I have a little bit of a chlorine shower of sprays, unfortunately. But yeah, it's like you never know, unfortunately, when the splats are going to happen. You just sometimes just get lost in the air, and then just like one leg can make a big splash, unfortunately. And especially when like we had a swimming carnival on, and like if someone makes a big sound, everyone's like, oh, but it like doesn't actually hurt that much. Or if it does, it like tingles for a bit. So it is part of our sport, but people shouldn't be turned off by it.
Well, Ori, thank you so much for giving up your time to join us. It's awesome having each one of you on the show, and best of luck for the rest of this year in diving, and can't wait to see where the results are going for all of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. And that's the RAPS Diving Club there. Of course, you want to get involved with the RAPS Diving Club, of course, we'll put all the details up on how you can get involved and get involved in the sport of diving. There's more on the Smash Sport show right after this. Don't go away. Here on the 10th year celebration.